She-Ra. Yeah, this is She-Ra. This is the She-Ra that came from the Walmart Collector's Con. I got this. Walmart Collector's Con was a pain. I don't know if this one was just bad. I don't really know. I haven't been involved with them very often. Sometimes I literally skip them and just pick up the toys that I wanted a couple months later. Because most of the time the collector's cons do not have like hard exclusives that I'm not going to see again. It's not a problem. This time, I jumped in. I bought a Spider-Man. The 1970s TV Spider-Man. I thought that was really cool that they were even doing that. I still don't have him. I still don't have a notice that I'm going to get him. Okay. Maybe he's just not out yet. That's fine. I ordered Faker. They got a hold of me last week, sent me an email telling me that my order was processing for Faker. Yes, Faker's on the way, baby. Then they sent me another email saying, this was like a day or so later. They sent me another email saying they had canceled my Faker due to inventory issues. You should know your inventory. I'm sorry. You should know your inventory. I'm not saying things don't happen. I've worked logistics for many, many years, and I understand that inventory can get messed up, and I know how warehouses work. I get it. But when you are going to do a convention thing like this, and you are going to offer pre-orders, if nothing else, you should have at least given yourself room for material unaccounted for. You should have said, we're only going to take 10,000 pre-orders because we have 11,000 units coming. And whatever's left of those units, we will then put back up on the website or ship them out to stores, and that will be fine. But we got to guarantee our pre-orders. You didn't do that. And I've heard I am not the only one that encountered this. I've seen post after post after post on X where people are posting exactly what I'm saying, that their pre-orders from this specific Walmart con are getting canceled. At the same time, I bought this She-Ra. And as soon as I saw they were canceling my orders, I said, I'm not going to get her. That's how I felt. Well, I did get her. She's right here. And personally, I think this looks beautiful. Like, I really, truly do. We just talked about a figure, Conan, where we talked about how you can look at the artwork on that and you're not exactly looking at what's coming in the future. But that's not true with Motu. Mattel, has been pretty consistent about what it shows us in the artwork. There's a good chance it's coming our way. So, Mantenna showed up on this box art. And as far as I'm aware, I think I've already seen pictures for a Masterverse Mantenna. That's fantastic. I love that they hide things in the artwork that then you can look forward to. And, to put that one into perspective, Swiftwind is right there on this artwork. Does that guarantee a Swiftwind? No. But if you're going to give me a Swiftwind, like you gave me a Battle Cat, like you gave me a Panther, you better believe I'm going to buy that unicorn. Like, that would be amazing. She looks utterly fantastic. This artwork is phenomenal. This artwork is phenomenal. All Motu artwork tends to be phenomenal. No problems there. Never had a problem with their artwork. I think this is a big part of the line. I also tend to really like She-Ra. I will say this. I like her a lot. I like her more in comic book depictions than I do on her show. And I'm talking about the original show. I have not watched any of the other She-Ras yet. I don't have an opinion on that yet. I will get an opinion as I go and as I watch everything. I'll get there. But I like her a lot. This She-Ra, and so the cross-sell down here, Terraclaws, I have him. Ninjor, we talked about him. She-Ra, we have it. This entire line is done. Comes with the sword, comes with the shield. I'm going to go ahead and let it go on this one. The sword and the shield may be different things because this is a new Eternia She-Ra. And a new Eternia She-Ra might be different than the She-Ra that we understand. The normal She-Ra has a sword that becomes a shield, or a shield that becomes whatever she needs it to be, like a lasso or something of that nature. She has an attack which is more versatile than He-Man, but also a little more restrictive. When she chooses to block, she has to form the sword into the shield, and she has to go complete defensive. That's actually kind of a cool concept. She has to really think out her fighting strategy. She would have to block with the shield, push you back, change it into a sword and lunge at you, or push you back with the shield, step back, turn it into a lasso, throw it around your legs, and then pull you out. That's cool. She has to consider each one of her attacks, and then that thing that she has, that sword, turns into the weapon she needs. That's a pretty cool concept. That works. That's neat. That's cool. I like that. It says, for the honor of Grayskull, She-Ra stands with the powers of New Eternia against the evil horde and protects the boundaries of the universe from an invasion. So, stands for the honor of Grayskull. Does that mean that this She-Ra is on Eternia? I mean, I guess it would. So this She-Ra is on Eternia with Grayskull, not, I all of a sudden can't remember the other, where she comes from. I'll remember it at some time. But you get the idea. She did not come from Eternia, or rather she came from Eternia, but then she got moved, and now she kind of goes back and forth across the universes when she visits her brother and things like that. But she's dealing with the Horde, which is not in, it's not on Eternia, except for this, where it seems like the Horde is actually attacking Eternia, and she's over there now. I really like this armor design and everything. I have high hopes for this. I do. I do see a problem. I do see a problem. A problem that almost makes me wonder if I want to open it, or if I want to take it to a Walmart and see if there's a possibility of trading it in to get another one. For the sake of, I am going to open this. I am going to review it. We are going to talk about it. But it is actually going to open up another video down the road. Maybe I will record it as early as tomorrow, talking about a disadvantage of not finding figures in the wild. But let's open her. Okay, so she comes with a punching hand, and she comes with 2 gripping hands, which are on the figure. She comes with this shield, which looks very good, by the way. Like, that's really solid. It's really, really cool. It has a lot of etch work and things like that, and I like this blue thing right here, which is kind of see-through. It's kind of got that shine, depending on where you look at it. That's really good. Not a terrible color. I like this quite a bit, actually. I think this is very well done. Also like the sword. Probably could have been a little better on the blue for the internal diamond piece, but very solid nonetheless. And I like the gold as opposed to the original silver color. I actually do. I think the gold really works for She-Ra. I think it really pops. This She-Ra has a cape, which is good, but not a wireframe cape. This She-Ra, and I don't mean to call this out really hardcore, but I have to ask, Mattel, you are doing Masters of the Universe. McFarlane is doing DC. How is McFarlane maintaining a price point right alongside you? You're doing this, and he's doing wired capes. How is McFarlane matching you? Because the reason I'm bringing this up is because a lot of people like to crap on McFarlane and the figures he has done. So I have to ask, if those figures are considered bad, how are you producing a She-Ra right now, later in the line, with single elbows? Well, McFarlane is still doing double elbows. How's that happening? Wired capes? I'm just saying, it seems weird to me that this line seems to be going backwards in certain ways. And for people that feel like the elbows don't matter, I've seen a lot of people say they prefer the single joint elbows. I don't know why. Like, you know what? I have to grab something to do this review. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have to grab something. There's She-Ra, right there, okay? She has double elbows. What that means for She-Ra is that she can do this. That doesn't seem like a big deal to you? I'm sure. Big deal. Can you do that? Can you get your... No. You can't. You can't do it. And for that matter, if she really wants to, She-Ra can move her arm even more than that. She-Ra can put her hand across her heart and take a breath after something terrible or a hard fight. That's a pose you can strike. You could put She-Ra as concerned. Can you be concerned? Crap. Hold on, I'm trying. Put your hand. Can you get... No! You can't! This doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if this is a cost-cutting procedure. They're not doing it with the male figures. But you have walked the female figures backwards. Why? Some people are saying this isn't a big deal. Some people are saying that they prefer the single-jointed elbows. This range of motion, this simple range of motion, cannot be accomplished with this figure. Oh my God. What? Guys, I just did this, right? I just did this. Look at that. Look at her. There she is. Hand. We've seen this. She can do this. Because she has this. See that? See how that works? See how she can be like, poo! Look at this. They got rid of this. She doesn't have... I can't believe that. Oh my God. I can't believe that. They single jointed the arm, the elbow. They got rid of the bicep articulation. She can't move her arm here. She has no swivel. She doesn't have the double jointed elbow. She has single elbows. What about your legs? Same legs, arguably better. I say that because, like, these legs are a little more slim, femme legs. Still fine. But this, she has, like, muscle in her legs. Like, defined muscle, which is pretty cool. I like that. I actually really like that for She-Ra. This costume is magnificent. I'm not kidding about that. This looks great. I love this gold. I love this white. I love the way that the shell comes up and, like, protects the breastplate and everything. I think that's really good. I'm going to block that light a little bit. I think the helmet is pretty cool. I like the hair. I actually think this hair is better. Look at this hair. Look at the hair that we got with the first She-Ra. It's fine. It does its job. It's fine. It's pretty good. It's straight and everything like that. I like it. But that's really good hair. It's like wild, it's unkept, but it's like, it's somehow beautiful, and it doesn't get in her way. She has, look at this, there's a lot of give in the side bangs and whatnot, where, oh, this one has it too. Okay, the back is really stiff on that hair. Less stiff on this hair, but still. But the hair is beautiful. The hair is beautiful. The headpiece is really beautiful. It's just, it's so cool the way that it comes out and everything like that. This armor and everything. These shoulder pads go up to get out of her way, which is an irony, if you ask me, because her arm can't get in her way anyway, because this... There, that's actually kind of difficult to do. This is her... And neither one of her hands have this articulation. They only have this. So this She-Ra, because she has the double jointed elbow, can get this pose going. And I can turn this arm to get the arm up there. But this She-Ra, when she raises her sword to the sky, it's all going to be in the wrist. Oh my gosh. It just, so look, I got it, right? But which one, arguably, looks a little more natural about it? Are you seeing, like, personally, this one looks a little more natural. That natural curve in the elbow, the fact that I can turn the bicep. She just has a really straight, hard arm, and I can kind of... But then, why did we do this? Why have we taken the line, put your arm down? Oh, man. I did not want to hate a She-Ra. What are we doing? Why did you... Guys, Masterverse was working. I love Masterverse. I have loved Masterverse. I have really, really loved it. I have 2 shelves worth of Masterverse. I collected almost the entire line. And in the last couple figures, the last couple waves, you downgraded the females. You didn't do it to the males, but you walked the females backwards. Like, I like these new legs. I like these boots. I like this concept. Look, that's okay. You still got the boot movement. You still got the upper thigh swivel. Why would you take the bicep swivel away? Why would you take the elbow away? You still have the middle torso. It feels a little tight. There's an okay amount of movement in it. It's not great. Do you have any? Yeah, you have a left and a right kind of turn. That's a thing. She does not have that left and right turn. Oh, no, she does. I'm sorry. I forgot. It's hidden under the dress. She does have the left and right turn. But her upper torso, woo! Look at that. Look at that. Woo! See that? That. She doesn't have a lower torso, but there's very little I'm not going to be able to accomplish with this She-Ra. This is the first She-Ra of your line. This is early in your line. First She-Ra, first attempt. You nailed it. She looks fantastic. She moves well. She looks good. She sits at a price point of $25. There's no reason to complain. I made a couple of arguments with her. I felt like her breasts, it's arguable, but I feel like she should be a little bigger than this. I don't necessarily care, but if I'm looking at her body overall sculpt, I kind of wish we would have got a second face with a little bit of a different face. I always thought that this face was a little bit goofy but passable, and I always thought this should have been a little bigger. Well, it seems like they added the extra effect to kind of give her the breast cups that made a little more sense for her. She seems like her body's more proportionally accurate. Like she's got those really strong legs and everything, but she's got like arms that are kind of thinner, but it works. And then now I can't bend down. Like, oh no. We are not wooing as easily. We can't move forward. She can go to the side. She can go to the sides. She can go back. It takes some real effort to pull her back, though. She cannot go forward. I can't believe this. And, just to put it out there, my figure, her eyes, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this because my camera's acting funny. And I think that also as long as I am in the picture, it's not going to focus on her the way I would like her to. But her eyes, I got her. Her eyes, she's looking up. Her eyes are not centered properly. So she's like looking up. Almost like she's in the process of rolling her eyes. This makes me sad. I got bad eyes where she's looking up. I got a fantastic concept here. She looks good. The arms are trash. We still haven't got past these capes. The hair is better. I really like this skirt design. I like this armor a lot. I can't believe this. It is not often on this show that I've bought something that I then have to say is tell me I didn't just find something else. I think I just found something else. Why? What is happening? Okay. Her legs seem fine. Right? They seem fine. There's nothing wrong. They're nice. They're straight. They work. You're looking at them from the angles here. Okay. Her knees, I have them pushed forward as far as they go. This is it. This is where they go. Straight legs. The only problem one could argue is that this boot, for whatever reason, its cuff is a little far down, and there's always been this little gap here. But it's nothing that's ever really bothered me. They screwed up her knees. I'm not the only one seeing that, right? Are we seeing that? Are we seeing this? Why is her leg doing this? That is just a straight leg right now. That is her knee. Okay? That is her knee. See that? That's just like the other She-Ra. I just showed you the same thing. That's her knees. See her knees? How their knees are supposed to lock right here, and then she's supposed to have straight legs? What is this? Why is this thing? What is this? Why? It's not the boot. It's her knee. So to get her leg to be straight, I have to pull the leg down and create that straight angle, opening up that part of the kneecap. There should not be a gap in the kneecap to make her stand straight. To make her stand straight like every other figure in the entire line, the knees lock, the feet are straight. The knees lock, the legs go straight down. I can set her down right now. She is standing. If I put your legs like that and I set you down, there, now your legs are straight. To get you to stand, I would have to do like, oh, this is ridiculous. I cannot believe this. My show is built on first impressions. I don't do reviews necessarily. I tell you why I love certain things. I tell you what they mean to me. I tell you what I like about designs, what speaks to me, and what I see in the artistic expression of a thing. Every now and then, on this show, I open something and it disappoints me. It doesn't happen very often. You can look back through my catalog, even figures that I have negative things to say about. I will tell you whether or not I like them. In fact, we just covered Conan. And I talked about all the things that I don't think work, all the things that I think are problems with Conan, his design, and the kind of figure that he is, and the era that he really fits into, and the issues I have with Super 7. And I finished that by telling you that on a personal note, with all of my problems aside, I still think you could buy this figure and you would be happy with him. You'd be happy with him. I think he's a good figure. I think he fits in a certain angle, and I think that he's overpriced for what he is, but I feel like if you can get past that, you would like him. He's a good figure. Mine has a bad face. She looks about stupid with her eyes up. I don't like that they've walked the arms backwards. Single jointed elbows, it's not okay. Removing the bicep swivel, not okay. If you have to increase the line's price, just do it. This is not acceptable. You went backwards. You went backwards. How do you do that? How do you take a line this good and move it backwards? Do you realize this might be the first item in all of Motu that we have talked about that I don't think I like? And it's a She-Ra? You messed up a She-Ra? I can't believe this. Like, I'm stupefied. I think there's a way to save her. I think if I could get another She-Ra. If I could get a different She-Ra, right? I don't know, though. Maybe the fact that this one has so much torso movement, maybe there's something to that. But if I could find her, like, on sale and buy another one, could I swap these arms? Could I heat this up and pull these arms out and put these arms in and just deal with the fact that the gauntlets are going to be the original gauntlets, and then just kind of shrug my shoulders and say, hey, but at least I got the costume, and that's pretty cool? Could I do that? Could I make that adjustment? Could I pop these off and replace them? They seem like they have the same joint configuration, but it almost seems like her arms are a bit bigger too, so it's hard to tell. Oh, I can't believe this. Put your arm down. Oh, and she feels wrong too. Like, I try to move her and she's like restrictive, and I can't believe this. Trash. This is the first time that I have given anything that I've bought from Motu a trash rating. Either I got very unlucky and I just got a really bad one, or she is trash. The fuck out of here.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.